This video is presented by EA Creator Network, and also what you see in this video is not the final product. Hey hens, how we all diddly doing? How's everybody holding up? Today is a speed build, and I actually, you know what, I really enjoy speed builds, and I think a fun fact is that speed builds are actually what really got me like fixated on the Sims community. Obviously there was the Sims Generations and like Life Sim Generations time and Urban Simmers A to Z challenge, but speed builds are like what got me really into it and like stuck me around. So even though I don't do speed builds often, I kind of sorry, this is my wardrobe. I am, you know what, we've got a lot to talk about in this video, besties. Yeah, speed builds have like a huge place in my heart, and I think that something that I'm doing actually is like kind of following my heart, not to get all cringy and everything, and kind of instead of editing being the forefront of every video, which I still do enjoy sometimes and which I will still implement sometimes, I'm also letting me be the forefront of the video, because I also think that with editing, I hid behind editing from insecurity and anxiety. You can always tell when I'm feeling, well, before you could always tell when I was feeling the most anxious when my videos were highly edited, and now I'm like, this is real, this is me, I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I'm in a genuinely good space at the minute, and it feels really good, and I'm quite excited to like start this new era of Plumbella. So yeah, also speaking of the new era of Plumbella, if you're wondering where the fuck I am right now, I will tell you, besties. This is not my old office, right? This is not the office that I started Plumbella in. It is the second office I had when the Plumbella office moved for the first time. It's not this office that you're thinking about, which was my old bedroom. It's this one. And if you're wondering why I am in here, oh sorry, and it's also this one, just that the computer used to be over there. If you're wondering why I'm in here, I actually have the Rona. Genuinely, like when we told my extended family, they were like, how the fuck has Jessie got it? She doesn't leave the house. So I'm currently quarantining, so because the rest of my family have been tested, they don't have it. Me, my mum and my dad have it. So yeah, so I'm just quarantining here. But also Lunar Isle is ran from like my main house, so I wanted my sister to still be able to work, because obviously if me and my mum went over there, then she'd be thingy to it. So yeah, me and my mum quarantining in this house. My mum doesn't really know what to do because she hasn't actually had a day off since 1988, so she says. So yeah, but we're all right. I'm boosted and everything, so I just feel like I've got a cold, so my voice is a little bit, yeah. But anyway, the build. I actually really enjoyed this build. If you watch my review, I said that the first like image I had of this pack was actually playing with the build by, and like I would just went straight in and built this wedding venue, and I'm really glad I did, because my first experience of the pack was a very positive one, and I just sat and built for an hour and put my all into this build. At first I was like, I might half-ass this build, because it was late on the night, like it was like 11 o'clock and I was kind of tired, so I was like, I might just have a little play about and just get some footage. But then the more that I was adding to it, the more I was like, I fucking love this. Like this is 100% right up my alley. I loved all of the styles of everything, so I really just put my all into it, which is something that I don't often do for builds, because a lot of the time my builds are like challenges or something like that, so the focus is more so on the actual challenge, like the premise of the video, rather than the build. So it felt really good to be able to put all of my energy into it and actually see what I could create and test myself a little bit in terms of creativity. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. The style of it was so much fun, and it's so far out of anything that I usually build. If you do end up buying this pack, I do genuinely think that you will really enjoy build and buy, especially because a lot of the items, I was looking through them and I was like, oh yeah, I'd be able to use this there, I'd be able to use that there. The fences are really cute as well. I really enjoyed the fences, and also the roof objects. I know this might seem like a little bit of a small deal, but the roof objects are really cute, and I always like roof objects, especially in community lots. It really gives them a lot of character. So yeah, the build and buy mode I was really pleasantly surprised with. It's just a shame that, you know, the actual rest of the experience of the pack kind of ruined it for me, but build and buy is great, and I'm really hoping that there's a bug fix to fix all of the bugs in the pack, and then I think it might actually be an okay pack. I would rate it very good if the bugs were fixed and there was negative interactions, but it's just not 100% my type of play style, even though the premise of it is like weddings and family events and stuff like that is 100% up my alley. But the lack of, you know, anything negative being able to happen, or the lack of personality really is really limiting it for me, because like I said in the review, it it is 100% a micromanager pack. And if that is your thing, you'll be on cloud 9, unless you want to micromanage drama, in which case you'll be on earth with the rest of us sinners. So it's a shame, really. I had high hopes for this pack because I did think that the Sims team could execute it well. And yeah, instead it just kind of feels like a mod. And I just, what's everyone's obsession with being so happy all the time? Like, that is not my reality. I don't know. I just find it like quite weird because obviously in all forms of media, really, like books and films and games as well, a huge premise of it is like there's always, it's happiness at first and then something, you know, some drama happens and then everything comes together in the end. And it's just weird that like we can't have any of that in The Sims 4. Like these are the archetypes that like we consume and we enjoy, and like, you know, it's the same format, different shit. And yeah, none of this pack really follows that format. It's just, and they lived happily in ever again and again and again, because also the animations are glitched and they just perform over and over and over again. So, but build and buy mode, she got me sweating a little bit. She was actually really, really pretty, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. I think of the last couple of game packs, I think this has been my favourite build and buy mode. I definitely rate it over Dream Home Decorator, and I liked a lot of stuff that came in Dream Home Decorator. Definitely rate over, do I rate? Yeah, no, fuck it, I do rate over Realm of Magic as well, because I find that the windows that are included here really sell the vibe of the pack, but also can be used in so many other contexts where I really struggle to use Realm of Magic items in contexts that aren't, well, Realm of Magic, or like, look at this quirky, fun, cool, unique build, do you know what I mean? Where the windows here usable. Although, do you know what? My stupid ass didn't realise that there was actually any windows or doors when I was building this. For some reason, I did not delve into the build mode category at all. Maybe I did for some of the roof accessories because I used it against the foundation. But yeah, we also got a new piano in this one. I would really like to see just a smaller version of the piano. I don't think everything needs to be so grand, but with that being said, I do like the piano that came with it. The dance floors, they're all right, but they basically Get Together on there. I would have liked to have seen, if they were going to take something from Get Together, I would have liked it to be combined with like a DJ booth, or just have some kind of music or some kind of entertainment there, because as much as it's focused on weddings, there's like not actually that much new stuff to do with weddings, do you know what I mean, in terms of gameplay anyway, because there's the obvious ceremony, like where you can walk down the aisle and stuff, that's new, but then for the actual wedding like service and everything, nothing's really that new, just a couple of interactions. But yeah, we kind of have a buffet table. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen more. There's definitely more that the team could have done with this one, and I think that it's a shame because, you know, the build buy mode category I really enjoyed. The creative team I thought was quite strong, and then the gameplay just completely fell flat in my opinion, because, you know what, maybe I'm being too harsh, maybe it didn't 100% fall flat. Just through my experience, it fell flat because it didn't work. So, but your experience with it might be different, because, you know, what we're playing with is not what you might be playing with, which also I wish I was playing with a fixed pack, do you know what I mean? But hey ho, we soldier on. And I've also found it quite difficult to like think of video ideas to do with this pack, because it doesn't work. What can I do? Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really trying to think of like gameplay ideas, and I've done 2 videos. You gotta guess which. And yeah, there were a definite struggle. Like, we were having a hard time. Besties, we were having a hard time. So yeah, but the build buy, every time I mention something bad, I'm like, but the build buy, she's got me in honestly a chokehold. I do really, really like her. I really like the world as well. So it's just such a shame, isn't it? It's such a shame. But I do think, you know, I made a good build here. I was pleasantly surprised myself. It is available on the gallery as well. Really hard to photograph though. Like, I'm going to be honest with you, I do not have a clue what the thumbnail is going to be, because as I was taking pictures for this, I was like, this is the kind of beast where you have to look at it all at once and like consume it that way, and it's just not translating well in photographs. But as you like playing in it, I've really liked it, and I've used it in my videos as well, so I hope that you like it as well. One thing I noticed that I struggle with in builds is like I find that like I need symmetry, or I need everything to be really organized and structured for me to be able to feel like it's good. Like, I never know when to stop. I find that with art too. I really struggle to use my own initiative with like builds and art and stuff like that. So it's funny how the two things like translate into each other. So yeah, the trees are like symmetrical and everything. Like, the build's quite a symmetrical build. I just struggle with stuff like that. I really want to go to art college or like art uni. I want to go to uni to study art, because even though I have an interest in it and like that translates into build and buy mode in The Sims, for example, I've never been formally trained. Everything that I know is self-taught, and I feel like because it's self-taught, I'm kind of missing some of like the base understanding of art. So I really want to go to university again, get another degree, move on to my 3rd degree. So if you didn't know, I have a undergraduate in history and a master's degree in digital media and communications distinction level. I'm giving myself a pat on the back there because I genuinely never thought that was possible, babe. Like, I literally got through it as secondary school. Hee lol. So yeah, wow, what a catch up. What a nice little catch up. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm not that good or confident at just talking for extended periods of time without having like visual stimuli and stuff, or like things to comment on or like react against. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. So yeah. Also, if you didn't know, I'm kind of burnt out on The Sims 4 in general right now. So what I've done is I've got a huge spinning wheel full of video ideas. There's like 66 video ideas on it. So after my wedding stories content, my videos are just like coming off the spinning wheel. But it's actually really fun and it's making me really excited to play the game. So if you have any general video ideas as well, make sure to leave them down below and I'll add them to the spinning wheel. It's honestly, it's making me excited to like get up and record because I never know what's going to come. That's everything that I have for you today. As I said, it is available on the gallery. My gallery name is Plumbella YT, like YouTube. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I love you all so much. Thank you EA Create Network for providing me a copy with the pack, and also, like I said multiple times, what you play with is not going to be this version of the pack. So yeah, I love you all and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bitch.